So let me introduce Aarzu. Aarzu is 14 years old and cannot wait to go to high school next year. She likes math and robotics and can spend hours working on them. She also likes music and dance and performed in a few audition dance concerts and aspires to become a doctor and do something meaningful for the world. So come on up, Aarzu, and rock the crowd.
Yay, awesome.
That's good.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Abrita, for those kind words of introduction and for your wonderful speech on how someday we might live on Mars. I can't wait for that to happen. So hello everyone, my name is Aarzu, and today I will be talking about karate. I'll be talking about what karate is, the type of stuff you learn in karate, and my experience with karate. So does anyone here take karate? Okay, good, so some of you will know what I'm talking about. Karate is a martial art that was developed in Japan and is strongly based off Chinese martial arts. It is a striking art, which means there's a lot of punching, kicking, open hand strikes, knee strikes, and elbow strikes. There are also a lot of defensive techniques like blocking and dodging. There are many different forms of karate from all over Asia, but the one I'll be talking about today is called Kenpo karate, a Chinese martial art that's been around for 2,000 years. It's been around for a really long time. So now I'll talk about the type of stuff you learn in karate. So besides just learning how to punch and kick and stuff, we also learn these things called punch techniques. Like, let's say someone's trying to punch you in the face. Punch techniques are ways that you can dodge or block the punch, and then you can fight back. The first punch technique that I learned is called, obviously, First Kenpo punch technique. Can I maybe have a volunteer to demonstrate it? Okay, Shashank, why don't you come up? I'll try not to kill you. Okay, so just punch at me. So I step to the side and I block, then I hammer, and then I punch you in the face.
Ow. You gonna do that right?
We also learn these things called forms, which are long series of moves that you're doing while moving all around the dojo, usually like you're fighting a bunch of enemies at once. The first one I learned was called one pinyon. It's a bit too long for me to show it to you properly, but you're basically trying to move in an eye on the floor. So first you move to the left, then the right, then you move forward, then you move to the right, then the left, and then you move back. And then congratulations, you've taken out like 10 people, so good for you. So besides just learning how to use our hands and feet, we also get to use weapons. So one weapon we get to use is called a bow. It's a long wooden stick that you can use to whack enemies or poke them. And another one is the nunchuck, which I have right here. It's two metal rods connected by a chain. Except ours, as you can see, are covered in foam because we might accidentally kill someone. So, by the way, does anyone know what Pig's favorite punch technique is?
No.
It's pork chop.
Oh.
Yes. Now I'll talk about my experience with karate. I've been doing karate for about 4 years now. Like other styles of karate, Kenpo has a belt system. So you start with a white belt, then you get a yellow belt, then an orange belt, then a purple belt, then a blue belt, then a green belt, 3 levels of brown belt, and then 10 levels of black belt before you can become a karate champion like Bruce Lee. To get from your white belt to your green belt, you need to get a certain amount of stripes, which are basically these colored pieces of tape you get under belt when you do really good in a class. But to get your brown belts and your black belts, you have to take this extremely difficult test, which is more than just memorizing your punch techniques and forms, but it's also a test of strength and flexibility. So you're doing like push-ups, jumping jacks, sit-ups, you're stretching, you have to stand in the karate horse stance, which is kind of like this, for a minute while balancing patches on your legs. The test is by no means easy. Oh, yes?
What belt are you in?
The young man in the black suit asks me what belt I am, I'll get back to you on that in just a couple minutes. So the test is by no means easy, but the reward of getting your next belt definitely makes it worth it. I'm currently a 2nd degree brown belt, and I'm working towards my 3rd degree, so wish me luck. Today, I talked about what karate is, the type of stuff you learn in Kenpo karate, and my experience with karate. I think karate is something that everyone should learn because self-defense is very important, especially since there are so many violent people in the world. But karate is more than just learning self-defense. Karate also teaches you focus and discipline. I love karate, and I hope that anyone in the audience who takes karate feels the same way. And if you don't, I hope my speech has inspired you to maybe start learning. Before I go, I'd like to thank Paresh Uncle for spending his Sundays teaching us the valuable skill of public speaking. I think I learned a lot from this class, and I hope to make you proud every time I go on stage.
Yes, thank you.
That's all.